2 drones. That's cool.
I may take these off until I get this poem done, because sometimes flipping the pages is like, I don't want to fumble too much. It's hard enough trying to get the words out.
And I love your big font.
Yeah.
I did
Well,
I increased the font through all of this. I was like,
no, I
yeah.
put it real because I did it at home and the lighting isn't as good. So I'm like, when you're looking at the computer, then you look at a document, how it's like, you can't, your eyes don't really adjust. I'm like, oh shit, I got to make these real big.
And that's the smart way to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I've done enough things where you got to really.
We're about 5 minutes away if you want to hop on headset with us.
Sure. Brady, how you doing? You're getting all grown up, for crying out loud. You're going to be driving a float in this parade next year.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, you'll do it. How you?
Rumor you were down here, so
Yeah.
I figured we'd come say hi.
Yeah, Brady's the man. He's the bat boy. Did they give you an official title?
It's been. Welcome everybody to the 21st annual Cape Cod St. Patrick's Parade in beautiful Yarmouth on Cape Cod. I am Eileen Curran. I am so happy to be here and so happy to be with our former police chief here in Yarmouth, Frank Frederickson. Great day, very exciting day.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at the sunny, beautiful day. It's amazing. It's going to be incredible to watch this array of floats that come by. I'm excited to be here with you, Eileen, and welcome to Yarmouth.
Thank you. I am so excited. My in-laws lived in South Yarmouth for many, many years, so we're familiar with Yarmouth. Our heart is in Yarmouth, and we are so happy to be here today.
That's good.
We've got a lot of really wonderful things coming up in this edition, the 21st edition of the Cape Cod St. Patrick's Parade. But we wanted to start off and let you know just what's so special about the town of Yarmouth. And for that, we turn to Lori Sullivan, who is the host of the podcast, Your Yarmouth.
Welcome to the Road to Green, a Cape Cod St. Patrick's Day parade preview. Joining me today, Tom Nicolello, one of the Cape Cod St. Patrick's Day Parade's committee members. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You know, this is such a treat being here. It is Tom Nicolello, but this time of year to the parade, I kind of change over to Tommy O'Nick, so it kind of fits the theme. So
The Green Wave is coming.
exactly.
So for people that may not know about the St. Patrick's Day Parade, that it's right here on Cape Cod, what can you tell us about it?
Well, it's got quite a long story, as long as the rainbow, but I'll try to make it short. It's very family orientated. We have 21 years of practice, so we know where we're going. We have a wonderful strip here in Yarmouth. It's nice and flat and long, and there's plenty of plenty of places for people to gather on the side of Route 28. That's what makes it so wonderful in this community.
How did you get involved?
Well, I got involved many years ago. There was a person that was in charge of the logistics, which puts all the parade participants in a row. And, you know, like everything else, you mature out of things. So they were looking for a little younger person with some spunk, and they couldn't find anybody else. So I felt kind of obligated to do it, considering it's in one of the best parking lots in town. So that's how I started back in, maybe 15 years ago. And it's been such a treat. And I'm so glad I was asked to do it.
Tell us about the theme, because every year
Right.
there's a different theme for the parade. So this year's theme is?
Right, yeah, be a heart of a champion. And it's out there, you know, we have a bunch of great community people that put the floats together. And so it's there so they can, you know, build their float in the theme of the parade. And, you know, the kids, it's just amazing the work that goes into these, whether the little trailers or big trailers or pickup trucks or dump trucks. They're just so decorated with love. And that's the best part of it, you know. It's just watching all. That's just, you know, all the hard work, it just goes away, because those are the moments. When you're that age, you're supposed to have those memorable moments. Yeah. And Cape Cod makes memories every year. That's what brings people back to live here, is because they come here as a kid, have a great time, and they want to come back and retire. So
it is really a family-oriented parade.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
There's not a lot of shenanigans.
And if you don't have a family, there's plenty here to be part of. So come on down.
So it's only a couple of hours, but to plan an event of this size takes a really long time. Can you kind of tell us about that?
Yeah, it takes just about a whole year, right? I mean, there's a lot of information that has to be kept up with. There's a lot of fundraising that goes on. People don't understand that, you know, the bands, they need to make a living, and this is how they make a living. They don't do it for free, right? The other people, you may have a couple of people that do it because they love it, but most of the people are paid performers. And, you know, so it takes a lot of hard work to maintain that cash flow, right? Years before, you know, we're talking $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 to put on this event, which is, like you said, for a couple hours. But it's one of the biggest events Cape Cod has. I mean, by the time it starts at Skull Island, Long Pond and 28, and when it stops at the 99, it's just leaving Long Pond. So it's got a mile and a half of fun-filled, action-packed adventure.
For people that are new to the parade, like spectators, where can you give them a little advice? Like, where should they park? How soon should they get there? I know some other parades you have to get there like the night before and put your chairs out.
Right.
What's?
Well, for 20 years now, we've been having a steady crowd, and they usually fill up all the hotels. Yeah. The Chamber of Commerce usually gets you know, they get inquiries in December, right? Yeah. And then they have the regulars that book at their hotels. But, you know, Yarmouth is so great in that area where there's plenty of roads to 28, and there's plenty of big parking around. So I would, you know, advise people to get here in a reasonable time early enough, because we don't know what the weather's going to be. Usually if it's like 0, you don't want to get too early, but if it's 40, right? If you're a good New Englander, you can take 40 degrees, right? So you can show up at, you know, whatever time. But I know the participants and security, they show up at like 7 a.m. because every float has to get checked by the police department. So, you know, we have people here that show up very early. But, you know, if you're a participant, do a little bit of homework. Check out the Facebook page. There's it shows you where the route is. It shows you the time. And right here in 28 in Yarmouth, we have a lot of places to park. As you know, where you host the facility, where you do your announcing down there, that's a big parking lot, right? Captain Parker's. I mean, we have so many places that will accept you for the day for just a few hours, and you'll have the best time. You know, we're going to have at least over a dozen bands and all kinds of floats, and we have awards for our floats too. We have 4 different categories. So if you have a good float, you're able to walk away with a present.
So with that said, if your company wants to get involved, is it too late for somebody to get their act together and get a float into the parade?
No, it's never too late. No.
How should they do that?
Well, you go on our website or our Facebook page, and all the information is right there.
Well, thank you so much for
my
joining
pleasure.
me
and thank
today.
you for everything you do. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic.
It's been a pleasure, and I'm really excited to highlight this parade once again. And like I said, we're going to be, broadcasting it live on our Facebook and YouTube and on our Channel 8. So thank you also for listening. And don't forget that you can follow us on all our social media platforms. You can find us anywhere you get your podcast. And don't forget our website and our YouTube channel as well.
Now let's meet the town administrator from the town of Yarmouth to learn about this family-friendly event and the beautiful seaside community of Yarmouth, Massachusetts.
Well, Yarmouth is a great family community. We get most of our cachet from being a beautiful summer resort town located out here on Cape Cod. But really, when you live here, you'll find it's a very livable community. We have lots of great families. They love our special events, and it's a great place to come visit. There's great beaches down here, but it's a wonderful place to grow up, live, work, and play. Yarmouth is a community of about 25,000 people year-round, so that's how many folks you'll see in the dead of winter. Obviously, summertime, our population swells up to approximately 100,000 people. So as you can see, it's much more bustling, very busy place to be in the summertime, and it's a place that people enjoy coming tremendously, and so we're happy to have them here. We're delighted to be the host for the annual Cape Cod St. Patrick's Day Parade here in the town of Yarmouth. You know, it's one of our premier annual events. It's a day, you know, the old cliche is on St. Patrick's Day, everyone's Irish, but our entire community comes out for this parade, and the timing of the time of year where this is primarily a summer resort community for many visitors, this is exactly what we need in March. It brings everyone out of the winter mode into the spring mode. Families get together with relatives and folks that come down to visit that they haven't seen all year, and it's a true party. It's a great event, something we're proud to host.
From protecting the community to celebrating with it, former Yarmouth Police Chief Frank Frederickson is hosting the Cape Cod St. Patrick's Day Parade once again. Today he's here to tell us why he keeps coming back. Join us on the Road to Green. Welcome, Frank, to the Your Yarmouth podcast. It's great to have you here.
Oh, it's great to be here. I appreciate the invite.
So now you're hosting the St. Patrick's Day Parade for the 3rd year in a row. Why do you keep coming back?
It is so much fun. To do. It's in the people you see, you meet, the characters that are in the parade. It's just a very enjoyable thing, and it truly is an honor and a blessing for me that I can share some of my thoughts on the parade with everybody.
One of the things that I love is that you have a special tradition that you do when you host the parade. For people who don't know, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you're referring to my opening poem.
Yes.
So So that the history of doing that goes back to when I was police chief, when we got this feature that we still have today in the town of Yarmouth, that we have a reverse phone system where we can call people and give messages during emergencies, etc. So I took it as part of a community policing tool and would personalize the messages, and whether it be a snowstorm or anything, add a little humor, a little seriousness to it. But then when it came time for the St. Patrick's Parade, I put together a whole litany of things that I would do in an Irish brogue, and I'd be known as Chief Frank O'Fredrickson for that day.
We loved it. How far in advance do you plan your poems? Are you waking up the day before? Are you waking up the morning of and writing your poem, or is this planned in advance?
They're really quite straightforward and simple.
Yeah.
So it might take me, a couple hours to whip it together, make some good rhymes, not make it too long, make it interesting, and have fun with it. Because, I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but I can write a small poem that will bring some smiles to a few people.
I know that you were a police chief for 45 years in the town of Yarmouth. And from what I saw on the parade route in the past couple of years, you are beloved. I mean, you know everyone. Everyone's waving to you, saying your name. People came up and gave you a hug. What does that feel like? And do you miss being chief?
Well, I miss the people. As policeman and chief, I was only chief for 12 years. The rest of my career was in Yarmouth. So you get to know a lot of people.
Yeah.
You really become part of the community, and in order to engage and do the community policing things we were doing, you really get an affinity for the people you work for. So I miss that, be able to have that interaction. But then when you can help someone out, and when you see people in their worst times and you can lift them up, it's powerful.
Yeah.
And when you can organize a group of men and women that are out there to do that for everybody, it's special when you see it all come together. So I miss that. But what's wonderful is there was such a great group of people behind me that are there today, and the future is bright for what they do. I don't miss all of the calls at 2 a.m. because it's never good.
I don't blame you.
But seeing all these people that I've built relationships over the years during the course of the parade, it's wonderful.
So being a host of a parade is a lot easier than being a police chief. What is it about it that you really enjoy?
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole parade on Cape Cod. We get the entire Cape to join in. The fact that we're going through the winter, and of course this winter has been exceptionally cold and miserable, basically, so if we can get that one bright spot at the beginning of March, that is it's not like a family holiday. It's not that pressure of family and Christmas and Easter and all these different things. This is just like, you just come out and enjoy. Everybody loves a parade, and a St. Patrick's Parade. Everybody can get to be Irish, and it's a lot of fun. And you see them all. If you weren't hosting and you weren't in it, where would you be watching it? Well, that's good. I think there's a couple of different spots. At the beginning of the parade, when you see the excitement, when the bands are coming, when the road's getting blocked off, and they're starting to line up, you're seeing all that stuff, and people, there's energy there, and so that's really kind of fun. But then if you want like an easier place to spread out with your family or friends, there are nice pieces just around Parker's River, just east of Parker's River. Plenty of spots to go in there to pull your truck up, get some chairs out, have a little tailgating. That's a really cool spot. And then Captain Parker's, and right in that area, they have their loyal crew, and that's kind of fun every time you go by there. And then you go up the road, Great Island Block, all along there, and it's usually packed right up there, up by Luke's. And we're going to be at the Lobster Boat. We're going to be at the Lobster Boat, and we kind of cordoned off that area, so it makes it a little more difficult. I know there's some construction going on there right nearby, but we can paint it all green for the day, I'm pretty sure, and make it look good. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the poem
I'm not going to put any more pressure on you about that.
I've been under a lot of pressure. No big deal.
And I'll see you on Parade Day. And thank you for listening. I hope to see you on Parade Day, too. And please join us at the Lobster Boat parking lot, March 7th. And you can see Frank, wave to the cameras, and enjoy the day with us. Don't forget, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. You can head to our website, our YouTube channel, Channel 8, and you can find this podcast anywhere that you get your podcast.
The Cape Cod St. Patrick's Day Parade is excited to have as this year's Grand Marshal Ireland's Katie Taylor, who exemplifies the heart of a champion. Katie Taylor has been called the greatest female boxer of all time, Ireland's all-time greatest sport legend, and a trailblazer in women's sports. Her career has made her an influential and widely celebrated figure in women's sports globally. Katie revolutionized the sport and business of boxing with her groundbreaking achievements in both the amateur and professional arenas. She helped pave the way for the next generation of women in sport. She epitomizes this year's theme of the parade, Heart of a Champion.
If you're headed to the parade, please join us in the Lobster Boat parking lot. We would love to see you. We're going to be doing our live production there. And if you can't make it to the parade, we got you covered. For the third year in a row, we're going to broadcast the Cape Cod St. Patrick's Day Parade live on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and on Channel 8. Thank you for joining us on this Road to Green. I'm Lori Sullivan, and I hope to see you March 7th along the parade route.
And we are just moments away from the 21st edition of the Cape Cod St. Patrick's Parade, coming by our location here outside the Lobster Boat. And but we do have to get to a certain wonderful tradition where Frank O'Frederickson gives us his annual Irish poem before the parade. So take it away,
Oh,
Chief.
thank you, Eileen. Top of the morning to you. We bring to you the Cape Cod St. Patrick's Parade. It's a spectacle that is certain to brighten your day. I'm lucky to be held by our good friend Eileen. She is the best news anchor that Boston has ever seen. Her wit and charm are second to none, helping make this parade even more fun. It's great to be back at this annual event, a sure sign of spring that makes us all quite content. Despite the ice, the snow, and winter being mean, nothing has stopped us on the road to the green. Whether you are a mother, father, daughter, or son, we want you to just have some fun. You don't have to be named Seamus, Ryan, Patrick, or Connor, or something like Riley, Catherine, Kate, or Nora. For today, everyone is Irish as you can be, and leprechauns and shamrocks are as far as you can see. It's amazing to see this massive crowd in green. This could be the biggest parade we have ever seen. You will get the feel you are from the Emerald Isle, so sit back, watch the show, and it will bring you a smile. Sanja.
Oh, that was fantastic. Scored big points with that, Chief. Nice,
Excellent.
nice
We
job.
got to have you back.
I am really excited to be here, very honored to be here.
Yeah.
You know what, we did mention we were here at the Lobster Boat Seafood Restaurant. That's one of the biggest restaurants in Yarmouth?
Well, yeah, it's a seasonal restaurant, but boy, when it is in full mode during the summer, it's full, like, from opening to closing, along with all the others. I mean, we got Captain Parker's right across the street, so you can choose your seafood, and that's one of the basic things that people do when they come to Cape Cod. They want those clams, they want the cod, they want all that stuff. So you got some great choices.
Well, we definitely want to say thank you to them for hosting us here in their parking lot, our TV crew here. And, you know, we were talking about the snow earlier. We were talking about, when you think about it, just a couple weeks ago, Yarmouth was buried under 15 inches of snow. 88% of the people here had no power. The DPW was working round the clock. And look at what we have here today.
Yeah, well, that is something that goes unnoticed every year when things like this come up. You know, the work that goes in, I think I heard there were 110 poles broken during the course of the storm, and the snow everywhere to get it to be the point. I mean, you look at everybody safe and sound on the sidewalks that are nice and clean and clear of ice. But look at what we got going on here.
We are so happy to be here, and as you can see, the Yarmouth Police are kicking things off.
Yeah.
You know a bit about the Yarmouth Police,
Oh,
sir.
yeah. Well, that is not just the Yarmouth Police. That is the Cape Cod Regional Law Enforcement Motorcycle Unit. So those are, that's truly the regional approach to this whole parade. You know, there are Yarmouth officers there, but there are representatives from every police department on Cape Cod. So they are a tremendous group and are always there to help people out and, you know, need these special events. It's pretty good. Their training is among the best they can be.
And just like the parade, you know, it's representative not just of Yarmouth, which is a wonderful community, but all of Cape Cod. It's the Cape Cod St. Patrick's Parade.
That's right. It draws, you know, floats and organizations from not only Cape Cod, but across the bridges, believe it or not.
Oh, across the bridges.
Yeah,
My
that's a big
goodness.
deal. Yeah.
We will be seeing the Boston Police Gaelic column of pipes and drums coming up in just a few minutes. But, you know, when you talk about that, it's a parade for everyone. Everyone is Irish on St. Patrick's Day or a week before St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and maybe, you know, sometime later today, people really do believe they're Irish because they might partake a little bit. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. But as long as they're safe, that's fine.
Yeah, I can't wait for our Grand Marshal to come by. We actually saw her last night out in the wild. My husband and I went to the old Triangle for dinner.
Oh, yeah, great place.
And the owner, Des.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
He was honoring her, Katie Taylor, and it was electric in that restaurant last night. It was so much fun. So we can't wait for her to go by our cameras, but right now we are seeing a color guard.
Yeah, and just before that, if you saw it, we saw this, the Cape Cod Regional SWAT team, Bearcat. There it is right there. That's an amazing piece of safety equipment that keeps our law enforcement officers safe. Cape Cod is not immune from special incidents where that is needed. I got involved in starting that in 1998 with a grant with the town of Barnstable that has grown into a regional team. Beautiful, the men and women on that. They are here, and they're here when you can't see them too. So
exactly.
They're awesome.
And it's so great to know that the Cape has those resources. You know, it's you look towards Boston and New York, and Chicago, and they have, but here they are at the Cape.
Yep, there's a long way to get here when we need those special things. And right here you can see that's a state police color guard. They always show up. They always show up and look sharp. And during tragic events, sometimes we have funerals. They come by and they help us out. In those kinds of things and kind of get us in shape because they're good at it.
Well,
you know, so
it really is a brotherhood and a sisterhood.
That's right, absolutely. There they are, looking good.
Yeah, and the crowds are just, we were commenting, it's packed down here. They are getting quite the show.
Yep, okay.
It's the Boston Police Gaelic column, as we mentioned. They date back to 1992 when the founding members recognized, as you were talking about, Chief, you know, there was no local column to play at the funeral of a fallen Boston police officer.
Yeah.
So that was their starting point.
Yeah, they're an amazing group of men and women, and they're not only just Boston Police. So there are people who they get from other departments. Matter of fact, I just saw Chief Chris Del Monte from Bridgewater Police. This is his first parade with the Boston Police column, but they do so much for officers in a lot of different ways. People love them, and of course, what's a parade without Irish parade, without pipe and drum corps? I mean, they're unbelievable.
Be an Irish parade.
Yeah, it would not be. And you hear them coming, that sets the mood, you know, and they are spectacular. I owe them a lot for a lot of different reasons, and they're very special.
They really are. Let's listen in. I think they starting to perform. Let's take a listen.
How are you? Doing great, having a great day.
one thing when they get the difficult.
I know we need to keep the parade moving.
Hey everybody, look who is in front of our camera right now. None other than the Grand Marshal, Katie Taylor. Katie, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
I mentioned that I saw you at the restaurant last night. How has been your welcome here on Cape Cod this weekend?
Oh, this is such an amazing privilege for me and my family to be the Grand Marshal of such a huge parade, and it's such a proud moment for me. And I'm always saying I love the fact that I'm Irish. I love representing my amazing country. And to be here today to lead this parade is such a privilege. So thank you so much for having me. It's been an amazing few days.
Hey, Katie, this is Frank Fredrickson. I'm the former police chief here. I can tell you, after reading about you and seeing what you do, I think I can go to Chief Lennon and get you hired as a police officer over here. We could use a few people like that. I would love it.
Sign me up, sign me up.
She is a tough cookie.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we just had the Olympics in Italy, and you know, does that always just bring back memories to you?
Yeah, incredible memories. I love the Olympic Games ever since I was a kid, whether it's the Summer Olympics or the Winter Olympics. And so every single time I watch it, I guess I'm inspired watching all the athletes just perform at the highest level, breaking records, winning medals for their country. Just the pride itself. It's the biggest privilege for any athlete to represent their country in the Olympic Games. So amazing moments.
Well, we are so happy to have you here. Thank you for being Grand Marshal, and enjoy the rest of your walk along the parade route.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, what do we got here? We got some canines coming along. Wow.
The Yarmouth Police
Yarmouth
Department.
Police, okay.
With your successor.
Yeah, I haven't been here for a while, so a lot of these people I don't know. I don't. So
it looks like it's the Canine Police Canine Relief Fund.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great organization that's run by Joe Amsini, former sheriff. I think we all know him. They provide support for canines that are retired, because once they go out of service, their owners, there's bills, they get sick, or whatever it is. And look at this.
Aww.
Look at this.
And a baby puppy.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's beautiful.
Aw. Now, everyone's going to want that puppy on the way home.
Yeah.
They're all going to be like, hey, Mom, Dad.
And you saw that old police car coming by. That was from the Dennis Police. That's beautiful. That's kind of an old Ford. Yeah, great stuff.
Classic.
Oh, wow. Look at these queens coming along here.
Yes. It looks like we have the Yarmouth Selectmen coming through.
Oh, there's Tracy Post. There she is. Yep.
Elizabeth,
I didn't see who the
Liz
other.
Argo, Mark Forrest.
Okay, Mark
Dorcas
Forrest.
McGarry,
Yeah, okay, good old Mark.
Joyce Flynn. They do a lot of work for the town.
Joyce Flynn, she's been around forever. Oh my God, she's such a nice lady. She is just. Yeah, if you meet her, you're like, oh, what a sweetheart. There's Tracy Post. Look at her.
And it's so apropos they're in golf carts, right? Because isn't this like the mecca of golf?
Yeah. Yep. That's it. I mean, there's golf everywhere. I think there's 4 different golf courses right in Yarmouth. A couple owned by the town, a couple privates. You know.
Okay, and we have some of our lovely young ladies going by that are part of the Miss Massachusetts and Miss America pageant.
Oh, wow. That's them. Look at them all giving the Queen's wave up there.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Something that you have to practice.
Yes.
You really, really do.
Yeah. I have it down pretty good, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm not.
I think you are exceptional with that.
I don't think I'd get many votes. Hey, Smokey the Bear, look at that. Okay, that's from the state Massachusetts Forest Service. Of course, always got to pay attention to when you're out there in the wilderness and forest fires, you know.
It is really important to be careful because we love our forests and we don't want to lose them. So it's a good reminder every year. Okay, now we are, as you know, we're in the political season.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So we do have a candidate coming up. But first, before, we have the...
We have a pipe and drum band. It could be the Irish American Police Association band, but I can't see their banner from here.
But let's hope that they play when they get in front of our cameras so that we can listen in to them.
It is. And when you hear that coming, how do you not get something that goes through? And there's a couple of certain songs with a pipe and drum plays that kind of hit your heart and send you somewhere. Amazing Grace being one of them. Pretty special. Yeah, that's the Irish American Police. They're a wonderful group as well. They're always available for certain events, and I owe them a lot too as well. All these guys, I mean, I pretty much know them, and of course, there's been transition in the groups, but I feel like they're my brothers and sisters still.
And it's a special honor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It really is. You see the police officers, and I know a lot of these groups give free lessons so that the kids coming up will be part of this wonderful tradition.
Yeah, I sometimes I wonder with the guys with their bagpipes when they practice at home, I wonder if that might lend to some domestic issues.
Well, if my husband picked up the bagpipes, I would be very happy because I love the bagpipes.
Look at this guy, the leader with the, that's impressive. When they walk into a room, oh my God, they're like 12 feet tall. It looks like something out of The Wizard of Oz, There's Mike Manu running for governor.
Yes,
I don't know him personally, but hey,
a Republican candidate for governor. He's a combat veteran and former CEO of Danvers-based cardiac medical technology company Abiomed. He's focusing on economic growth, education, public safety. He is highlighting his background as a business leader, veteran, and parent.
Yeah.
So we welcome him here to Cape Cod for this annual tradition. And, it is an election year. We'll have a lot of politicians in the parade and know that everyone will give them a warm welcome.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you got to give credit to people who actually run for office because you can get beat up pretty badly.
Oh, yes.
Not only through the election process, but once you're in there, you're coming and growing. I've been doing a lot of work up at the State House over the past couple of years, and it's mind-boggling just on the state level, never mind the federal level, of the complications and, 8,000 bills being filed every year. It's like, oh my God, how do you get through that? You got to wonder sometimes. But I give people credit to step up.
It's a really good civics lesson when you go into the State House and see how things go.
Yeah.
All right, coming up we have the Highlight Scottish Pipe Band.
Yeah.
We'll take these bands coming. They're great.
It is. And, and they itch to do this as well. They want to come out and show their wares and be part of this. They feel the excitement as much as we do because they feed off of the crowd, and they know when they get that song going, the people are like, yeah, this is good.
Oh, if I could play, I would love to be out there because it's really a wonderful treat to perform for people. So let's take a listen to the Highland Light Scottish Pipe Band. Terrific. And here's another Irish tradition.
Sons of Erin, right down the street here. Everybody comes to the Sons of Erin. You need a special secret handshake to get in there and be a member. It's really quite a group to keep the Irish heritage alive. They're big supporters of the parade. And by the way, with the pipe and drum band, I thought about doing that at one point, but my legs would not look really good with that skirt on. You know,
and it'd be a little cold. So
yeah,
no, you were smart. You were smart.
But yeah, Sons of Erin, right down the street there. If you went there now, oh my God, that'd be packed. It's pretty much a stone throw from here, and they do wonderful things. They give a lot to the community, keep the Irish heritage, and I'm not sure everybody's Irish that's in the club, honestly.
Well, you only have to be a wee bit
just
of
a wee
Irish.
bit. There you
need
go.
one drop,
Perfect,
and that's
perfect.
it. Or Irish by association.
Yep.
Oh, that's a sweet ride that those folks have right there.
Is that a Jaguar, as they call them?
Yes, I guess so. All right, we have one of our floats
that's
here.
Still Sons
As
of
you
Erin.
can see, it's a beautiful Irish rainbow with perhaps a pot of gold on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And then this I've been hearing all about, the goats on a float. Tell me, Chief, what is this all about?
I had the pleasure of having a picture taken with the goats on a float there a few years ago. It was really, he tried to eat my hat. So, yeah, it was, that's pretty cool. I mean, but you know what they do with a lot of these goats is when there's invasive like briars and stuff in properties, they fence them in and they put them out there for a couple days and magically it's all gone.
Yeah, have golf courses used them? Is that what I've heard in the past? Oh, next up we have the Mills River Rescue.
Oh, what a wonderful organization there that, take care of rescue animals. They do a lot of different things up there, and it's
and it's farm animals, right? It's not just dogs and cats. It's bigger.
Yeah, horses, goats, whatever it might be. It's a wonderful organization.
Yeah, started in 2017, and they just have helped rescue ponies, donkeys. From local folks who have fallen on hard times. So they really are providing a wonderful service.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. They even rescued that little pony with wings. Okay. Could be a unicorn.
It has
I don't know.
written on it.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's great. And who doesn't like to see that stuff in a parade?
Oh.
Look at that.
All right. So is this Columcilla? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Well,
Pipes
that's
and
the good
drums?
thing about the Gaelic. When you can say it any way you want, and it
There you
doesn't
go.
make sense. So.
Thank you, Chief. All right. Well, here they are, the pipes and drums, and again, we just are so thankful they're here on Cape Cod to help us celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Again, they're out here wanting to show what they can do. They put a lot of practice into this, and it brings life to the parade. This is, we're early on here. We've already seen like 4 different bands come through, right?
And that's amazing. That is so great to be able to get that many here. So let's take a listen.
Twirl that thing around. She was just twirling the thing. That was pretty good.
I would be dropping it, but
Yeah.
and you probably would be dropping it too. I don't know.
I would have hit myself.
All right, so we have a beautiful float coming down the street right now, looking really gorgeous. These are the Irish dancers.
Oh, come on,
They're from
Eileen.
the
You can
Canale
do that.
School of Irish.
You can do that.
I really wish. And you know what? Anyone who has attempted it this is such a skill and such a sport, because you really have to be in good shape. They work so hard, and the Canale School of Irish Dance was founded in 2012 by Colleen Canale Dow. And as you can see, she's doing a great job teaching these kids how to do that Irish step dance, which is such a part of this celebration every year.
Yeah, I was over in Dublin a few years ago, and we went to a show, as they call it, at this place way up in the mountains. It's hard to believe there were mountains right there, but it was unbelievable to see the Irish dancing, and they are taking it. Oh, look at this. This is where my heart. This is the Massachusetts Fraternal Order of Police organization dear to my heart.
and here they are. That response trailer, that's pretty special. They're all volunteers. For example, we had an Uxbridge police officer got killed in line of duty a few weeks ago. At the funeral and wake, they loaded up. They set up things for the staging areas so that people arriving have a place to get a cup of coffee or something to eat. That's what they do, and that's a great group.
As a reporter, having covered police funerals, it's a massive undertaking.
Oh,
to
look at
make
this.
it come off. Oh, we have someone here joining
Ani,
us.
how are you, Ani? This is Ani. He's
Hi,
from the
Arnie,
Fraternal
Arnie.
Order of Police. He really gets this thing going with the response trailer and the volunteerism, like I just told you about. But we appreciate it. We have a mic here somewhere if you just want to say a couple of quick words. Go ahead, say something.
Yeah, no, Frank, it's great. It's a great tradition down here. We're happy to come down and put our response trailer in. And for the people that don't know, the response trailer, we respond to any incidents with police or first responders that might have a death or something tragic happen, and we feed all the families and we feed all the police officers that go.
You do amazing work.
Yeah,
Thank you so
great.
much.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
we hope people along the route cheer you on.
Oh,
as
they
you
are. They
deserve.
have been. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank
Great
you.
job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ani.
All right, Cape Cod firewood float coming by.
Wow, that is a
This-
float and a half.
This is
Holy smokes.
2 floats. It's
Yeah.
great. Oh, to take a look at that.
I think they have a wood stove on there. I'm not sure. Wow.
Okay, so this is an Irish village with Cape Cod firewood, formerly part of the Emerald Resort in Hyannis.
Okay. Yeah, Tom McCormick runs that. Yeah, he's a big part of this parade and has been historically.
Well, he has definitely
Oh, yeah, he's
done
got it
an
going.
amazing job with this.
Yeah.
And look at right in front of us now. We have.
Uh-oh.
Oh, listen.
Wow, here we go. Here we go. That's America right there. That's how it was born, just like that.
Absolutely, and especially as we're observing our 250th anniversary. These are the Concord Minutemen, established in 1962. They're a nonprofit, volunteer-driven
Wow.
colonial reenactment group in Concord, Mass. You, as
Look
you
at that.
said, people come over the bridge,
Yep.
Chief. They come over the
Yep.
bridge to be in this parade. It's dedicated to honoring the 1775 militia. The unit, featuring a fife and drum corps, musket men and women, participates in historical reenactments, Patriots Day, and local educational events to
Look at-
preserve the Revolutionary War history.
Yeah, and you look at what they represent from 250 years ago.
Yep.
They didn't back down. Did not back down, and were ready to do what they had to do with what they had.
Yep.
And really special to see it and keep that alive, so we know where we came from, because that's always so important in life, to know where you came from.
And you learn it in high school
Yep.
and in grammar school and stuff, but it's really great to go and see these reenactors,
Yep.
playing these roles and teaching kids and all of us adults about it.
Listen to the band. They used the militia from each town to take the prisoners to encampment.
Yep.
But they moved them up the Cape by each town's militia.
Oh.
So here's the Yarmouth militiamen. I think some of them did that. Look at them. Look at them.
We're
Yeah.
also just seeing the Scargo School preschool in South Dennis, dedicated to providing a safe and caring environment for kids. And
Yeah.
now more militiamen.
More militia. That's
Yes.
great. But that's pretty cool. I love seeing that stuff. And it's kids. There's another piece of, you got to look at the kids getting involved. That's what we like to do, to keep these things going, because they will be standing here doing what we're doing someday. Some of them, right?
Absolutely. No, they'll be taking care of us someday.
yeah,
We
they'll be-
definitely
yeah,
want to teach
exactly.
the children well. All right.
Sooner rather than
Here we
later.
have Cape Cod CPR It was founded in 2014 by 2 dedicated EMTs with a passion for empowering others with life-saving skills. And boy, if you don't know CPR, please learn it, folks. It's really crucial.
What an asset they have been to the community for a lot of different reasons. They are providing that service of teaching people, whether it's for your personal use or for professional use or a business. They've done a great job. I'm very happy. They're right down in South Yarmouth.
They've grown so much from a team of 2 to now 19 instructors. Congrats to them.
Now, what group is this?
This is the Mass Department of Correction Honor Guard.
Hey, listen, Department of Correction in Massachusetts, they really they go under the radar for what the tough job that they do. They are the ones in charge of all the serious incarcerations that take place, and they have to manage people that don't want to be there. It is tough, and I can't tell you enough about how important they are and how much we need to pay attention to their needs in what they do for everybody. It's a tough job. I salute you. That's good stuff right there.
That's coming from someone who for years was arresting the people, and you get them into the system, and you just want them to have a chance at rehabilitation, a chance to.
That's right. I mean, we're all for that. Everybody is.
Definitely
you want people to learn from their mistakes.
And look at these kiddos having a great time. As I said, when we drove here early this morning, people had their chairs lined all up. They were, like hours before this event started, they had the chairs lined up. They staked out their places because they knew this was going to be, hey guys, this was going to be such a great event. And it really is. It's a little cloudy here. The chief said earlier it was sunny. And I said, oh, your nose is growing, Pinocchio. But it's a little cloudy and a little chilly, but not too bad. And the crowd shows.
Well, it's a perfect day by island standards.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. We have the Cape Cod Maritime Museum rowing program in front of us right now.
Wow. I never got involved in that, so I don't know a lot about them, but certainly it lends to what Cape Cod's all about.
Yes, the water.
It's something to do.
The water, the people, the seafood, all the good stuff that Cape is known for.
Yeah.
You get kids involved in something like this, and
well, the funny thing, I know some of the people that do the crew, it's mostly adults. So.
It is. So in front of us now we have the St. Pius X School. In South Yarmouth is the only Catholic school on Cape Cod serving students from preschool through grade 5.
Right. Yep. That's right down in South Yarmouth, and I can tell you it's a great community feel there. And when Sandy Hook happened many years ago, we took a stance in Yarmouth. We would be at every school and greet people at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day. And I took that school and high-fived every kid for 5 years. It was the best part of my career.
Love that. Well, those kids, look at them on a great, and they're coming over and they're throwing candy to the chief. See, they pay you back for all that wonderful love and concern and care you gave them. But yes, they are having a grand time.
Here we go.
Ziggy's.
Yeah, they're out of Hyannis, and they've been around forever. Do a lot of specialty truck parts, wheels. I think they even sell some used cars now, but they really have a specialty niche in the area for specialized parts for vehicles.
Now we have the St. John Paul II school.
Yep.
It's Cape Cod Catholic School in Hyannis.
Yep.
They welcome students and families from diverse faiths and backgrounds who desire a college prep Catholic education. And maybe they get a little Irish
I'm not sure if he should have been on the float, but I guess he would have fallen off. So.
Oh, goodness. Did you notice those young ladies on the float were doing very well?
Yes,
very well.
in moving. So that's like.
Yes.
Is that the Grinch?
I
think that's the Grinch.
But not on the Grinch side. It's the Community Connections.
There's Rep Diggs. Rep Diggs. He represents Barnstable and Hyannis area.
great. Why don't you grab the mic and tell us how you're doing?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic.
Doing great. How are you doing?
A lot of exercise today.
Hey, yeah, listen, I got a question for
I
you.
got an answer for you. Be nice.
I'm going to be nice. We heard that there was going to be a tax on parades in this house.
That's a good joke.
That's a good
That's
joke.
a good joke. That's a St. Patty's Day joke, everybody.
He's been practicing it for about
You knew
an
I was
hour.
coming.
Yes,
Set me up on that. I like that setup. So, how about
Are you in favor of that? No, of course not. He is here every year supporting
every
this
year,
parade,
we were
doing
able
a
to
great
get all
job.
the snow out of the way. I mean, look at all the stuff that. Wow.
Yeah,
what are
you did a
What
good job. I know we
community
talked, and man, it came out
plan.
beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
So happy St. Patty's Day.
Okay.
You too.
Got
You
a lot
too.
of candy to give to the kids. It's all about the children. Enjoy.
All right.
Nice to see
Awesome.
you guys.
We'll see you.
Nice to
Bye-bye.
see you too.
Yep.
All right, we did just see the transition centers go by, and glad to have them here. Now take a look at these cars, Chief. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but it's something that I don't think my chiropractor would allow me to get into it. Seriously.
It's attention to detail auto.
Wow.
And they just are showing us the cars that we would love to ride in because they're just so cool.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know, you got to take out my truck's over there in the parking lot, but I wouldn't put it in the parade in the condition it's in. It is so salty, grime for this winter we've had. It's
Yes.
like unbelievable.
You blame it on the winter, not on
Yeah.
you not
no, I
getting it
usually
detailed.
pretty good, but no, I gave
you
up.
could go to this detailing place.
Holy smoke! Yeah, I
Come
think
on.
that's in order. Like, what is that? Is that a Porsche or?
You know,
Ferrari, maybe?
I'm not good with cars, but it might be a Ferrari.
Those doors like they're gonna fall up.
Lamborghinis,
Yeah, oh, Lamborghinis,
and
yeah.
Ferraris. Thank God
Well,
for the
look at-
guys in the truck telling us.
I mean,
in
if
our
you
ear.
have
That's
that
awesome.
car and you have that color, I gotta wonder, honestly.
You know what though? You're probably safer on the road because people will be like
Oh, yeah.
making way for
Yeah,
you. But
it could cause a distraction.
yeah, that's true too.
Wow. Look at those
Well,
things.
thanks for
And
bringing
you know,
these
I don't
here.
know what
That's
those
really-
cost, but I'm going to guess they're a couple $100,000 each,
Ooh,
right?
yes, upwards of it. All right, here he
Hey,
is.
there we are.
250 years into our republic, the
Yeah.
walking Uncle Sam, coming in, helping
Look
us
at that.
celebrate.
And he's
Hey, giving money?
giving out money.
Oh, let's take some of that money.
That is unbelievable.
Nice.
Look at that. Government's giving us money. That's pretty good.
Yeah, give it with one hand, take
Yeah.
it back with the other. Is that what they do?
Yeah, to give our own money back.
I can't say that. Oh my goodness. Some of these cars, as you can tell, are still going by us, and they're very
Holy
loud.
smokes.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know one of those, it's a Corvette, so. That's about the extent of my car knowledge.
Now we have the Cape Cod Senior Softball League coming by us. It's slow pitch softball. They have 400 active players, men 50 plus, women 40 plus, and they play May through August.
Yeah,
Great
that's
season.
quite a thing. I still play softball myself, but I'm not that good. I hope not to play when I show up. I'm in a it is in a different league,
You're
in the
a bench
police
rider,
league.
bench rider.
I've played in the police league since 1978.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I don't know why. It's just kind of I don't know, but that's great. They have tournaments here. They bring a lot of people down for the tournaments.
That's awesome. I wonder if Santa plays softball. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like
Do you
first
think he's
baseman.
a little early or a little late?
Yeah.
Hi, Santa.
Look at that. You know, they have another thing that happens on the Cape. They have all these Santas come down
Oh, really?
for a weekend.
Oh.
And they're all over. It's like
Is it like a convention?
Yeah, it's like a Santa convention in June. Yeah, it's like the craziest thing you ever seen.
Well, because that's when Santa has time for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay. As you can see, people are just so enthusiastic, having a great time, both, you know, the people in the parade and the people on the side watching the parade. They're really, and especially the kids, you know, definitely. All right. We have Adam Hogue for County Commissioner. Hogue is a proud Cape Cod resident who was born and raised in Massachusetts and graduated from UMass Lowell. He served in the Army and Reserves for 20 years. He is the father of 2 young children, and he's running for Barnstable County Commissioner.
Yep.
And shaking a lot of hands here along the way on Route 28 in Yarmouth.
Yep. I don't know a lot about him, but I have talked to him about some stuff. Oh,
and
here we
Yarmouth
go.
Dennis Red
Yeah.
Sox. We can mention Brady.
Brady.
The bat boy, right?
Everybody knows Brady.
Everybody
Yeah.
knows Brady.
Yeah,
Brady came up before
my
we went
God.
on the air.
He's the most lovable kid. I've known him since he was probably in 2nd grade, and your heart goes out to him. He's like a 40-year-old in a 12-year-old's body. He is unbelievable.
He's
gets
an
up
old
there.
soul.
He gets up there and he gets out there and talks with the umpires are giving the rooms. He's got his hands on his hip, shaking his head, and the
All
players
right.
love him in the Cape Cod Baseball League,
Well,
which is
check
amazing.
out the Cape Cod Baseball League. Also, check out the Roaming Railroad. It's thought by many to be the world's nicest trackless train. It attracts a crowd everywhere it goes and is loved by adults and kids as well. It has an authentic steam engine look, bellows train whistle, and brass bell. Roaming Railroad is a real crowd pleaser. As you can see, people are looking like they're having a grand time on board it. It's available for parties, parades, corporate events. Now that would be a cool kids party.
That's right.
Or an adults party. You could do a
it
pub
could be
crawl
like,
and have that.
Imagine an Uber like that.
It would be
Safe ride
great.
home. Hop on the train.
Hey, one of my favorite things.
Oh, are you kidding me? Have you seen my Facebook page?
No,
Oh,
I'm going to
God.
check it out.
I
Little
like- yeah.
Caboose Ice
Little
Cream.
Caboose, they are unbelievable. They've really built their business quickly down. Little Caboose has been here forever, but there's new owners that have taken over the last 2 years. And
Favorite-
my God,
favorite
I love,
flavor?
Oh, the twist, chocolate twist. I know it's kind of boring, but man, they pile it on, and. Oh, I love it. I get it. They know me. They know the minute I'm coming, they're like, oh, Frank's here.
I'll have a small and it comes out this big.
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Here we have the Cops with Cancer and New
Okay.
England Patriots cheerleaders.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's pretty interesting. Cops for Kids with Cancer is a great organization that goes all over the country, and officers give their time, do events, they do polar plunges, everything to raise money for to
It
give to
really
kids and
is
help them out.
important. Yep.
Yep.
Definitely. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous overhead shot. We have 2 drones out there.
Thank you. Amen, USA!
Oh, Steve. Steve Exaros.
Yes. I happen to.
Hello!
Hello. Come on over and chat with us.
Hello, Chief.
Hello, Rep.
Aaron Gobra. Oh, the man. Good to see you, brother. Wow.
All right, I'm just going to grab there you go.
There you go. We're getting this
What do I
stuff.
do?
Look, you just stand here, hold this. You can talk both. I don't know. Keep the headset on. We can hear you.
Hi.
Great to see
Welcome.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Kathy Curran stopped by here, and I think she was
Yes.
like, I
Yeah.
want to do this.
Yeah, she said you got the wrong current. so
Team Curran. Team Curran.
we're gonna work on that.
Wow.
And
But-
talk about Team Big Nicks, Brian.
Yeah. Imagine 17 years. We've raised over $1 million.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, given every penny away. It's totally volunteer. Saving lives. Trying to do good things in memory of Nick and,
Yes.
and all the fallen. Especially now, where we're at war.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm living every military parent's nightmare.
Yep.
So think for them, right? And this guy was there when Nick was born. He was the first person I called, and he was there when we lost Nick. And he's never left my side. And he hired Alex as a police officer. Now he's out there, and we're going to have our first grandchild.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
that is so great. Now, for people who might not know, Nick Exaros was a Marine corporal,
Yes.
lieutenant corporal,
Yes.
and he died in the war in Afghanistan.
Yes, on July 23rd, 2009, an explosion took his life, took the driver's life, took the legs off the gunner, and the brain damage to the corpsman in 1 second.
Wow. And you could have turned away from society, but instead, Steve opened his arms and just started doing wonderful things in memory and honor of his son.
And we call that post-traumatic growth.
Yes, it really, I didn't know that, but yes, you're right.
It's really great. Well, good luck. It's July 19th.
July 23rd is when he passed, but July 19th is the ride. 17 years, over 1,000 motorcycles. Every penny goes to someone in need. And we remember our fallen and strengthen the living.
We sure do.
Amen.
Thank you.
All right.
Take
Dawn,
care, Steve.
thank you to Dawn, who helps the
Dawn,
whole time.
no, she's everywhere. Oh, my God.
Awesome
All right,
job.
what do I do?
Well, go right there.
See, the chief's telling me.
The chief never stops telling you what to do. All right, we have another wonderful float in front of us right there. How happy St. Patrick's Day. Really beautiful, wonderful, cheerful, coming by us now.
I don't even get the scope of all the vehicles in Big Nick's parade. It's pretty amazing.
So these are all part of it right here. And it looks like they have pictures of some other fallen Massachusetts heroes on them.
That Big Nick's ride on is, I think there's 17 different soldiers and airmen that have lost their lives.
16 fallen American warriors from Cape Cod.
So they honor. It's pretty amazing when you see it, and the support. And that man that just spoke, Steve Exaros, he has helped so many people in ways that they will never see, and he will never tell you. But I witnessed it because I worked side by side with him. We started our police careers together and worked right through the end together, and we still do some things together. So pretty special.
Well,
but hey, we got another gentleman over here. You know. This is Mike.
Frank just has many friends that he keeps calling
there
up.
you go.
And,
this is Mike Giardino.
Adding to everything. Hi, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Fold the mic up and tell us what you're about here today.
Hey, Frank. I'm Mike Giardino. I am running for district attorney in the upcoming election. Just out here enjoying the parade. It's always a great day. I wish we had a little bit warmer weather, but good crowd and everyone seems happy. And I'm out here just supporting everyone and
meeting people.
No, you were an assistant district attorney at one point.
Yeah. My background, I was assistant district attorney for the Cape and Islands for over a decade. Now I'm an assistant district attorney up in Plymouth County out of Brockton. Cape Cod, lifelong Cape Cod. I grew up here, came back here after law school to kind of do my service here, and now I'm looking to come back.
And you also make a good pizza.
Yep. My family has some deep roots here. We've been, my family owns Giardino's restaurant, which has been Cape Cod kind of staple since 1970.
Okay.
We've been operating.
Listen, we got to let you go, but I got a quick question before you do.
Yes.
Are you going to offer leniency to the Irish people if they come, if you get elected and they go to court?
Just like any other case, Frank, we're going to have to treat it case by case.
Thank you.
All right. I love these drone shots. We have 2 drones up in the air bringing this parade to you. Those great aerial shots. So good job, drone operator who's over to the side over here. He's doing a great job. Okay, now we have Coastal Ambulance coming
they're
by.
what an organization, founded right here on Cape Cod. They've expanded across the bridge, which that's a big deal, right? They give to the community, the Cape Cod community, all the time. You know,
that's so important to be able to, you know.
That's what, you know, a lot of people don't realize about Cape Cod is it is a small community, and they're always willing to help each other. I love it. I've seen it, and you know, that's great. And Coastal Medical's a good example.
Yeah, and we have the Cape and Islands Kia that just went by.
Okay, great. Again, this is another company that will give back.
Now we have the 4 C's, Cape Cod Community College.
Okay.
Known by their, nickname, 4 C's. It's a public community college in West Barnstable, established in 1961. It offers associate's degrees and certificates with popular programs in liberal arts, nursing, and aviation maintenance technology. And you know what?
In criminal justice, by the way, because I graduated from there in 1977. So come on.
But isn't it great how there's free community college for residents of Massachusetts?
That is like one of the best things. We can talk more about that, but
it's a great way because a lot of kids coming out of high school, they really don't know what to do, and they go to these colleges, they're spending boatloads of money that they're going to have to pay for decades.
Yep,
you could hit that, get a good foundation for free.
Yes.
And then
go
by
to
that
a
time, you
four-year
can figure
school.
out what you want to do and go from there.
Yep.
I think it's a wonderful move that the state did.
We just had the Knights of Columbus. We want to recognize them. We also have Cape Cod's radio stations.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
106.5 and 102.3.
Yeah, they're
rocking a little Bruce Springsteen. Okay, my husband and I got tickets for.
I see him over there dancing. Look at.
He's dancing with
I'd
the
like
dog.
to get a video of your husband dancing with the dog. That would be special, wouldn't it?
Well, you know what? Bruce Springsteen will do that to you.
Yeah. There's the Knights of Columbus right there. Always, they're just good people, really good people.
Yep, doing good works.
Yep.
And this is the Cape Cod contingent of the Knights of Columbus?
Yep. I know a few years ago, I used to work the bingo details down in St. Pius.
Mm-hmm.
And when the casinos started opening up, it kind of killed the bingo business because they got the bingo buses down to the auction. The Knights of Columbus would run one. Oh my God, very popular.
And
that's the Toys for Tots, run by the Marines. It sure is.
You know.
And every year on Cape Cod, they have an annual competition amongst public safety.
Yep. Who
Where
can get the most toys?
who can get the most toys, and they have a big parade up in Hyannis, and they get there and they count them. So it's really cool. And then they have a warehouse that they store them. So it's quite a process. It's a lot. And again, the giving is exceptional.
Yep, a lot of families just need that little bit of help, and who doesn't want to see a kid smile when they get a toy, right?
Yeah, I would like Toys for Tots for seniors. So I'm getting to that point.
Our toys would be different, though.
Yeah, I know. I know it. So, yeah, it's really good.
Terrific. And I think we might have some...
And then, of course, you look at this. Sometimes the Toys for Tots, you're looking for the generally older people, but look at these young men and out there leading the charge.
Delivering some of the toys to the kids here, who are numerous. I mean, I'm just looking down the street, and there are just so many kids, so many families, and it's really great that this is such a great family event, right, Chief? It's like
it is.
You know, it's a lot of fun, safe, fun family.
And it doesn't cost you anything to come out here. You want to get out of the house at this point in the winter. Just give me some hope, and that's what happens.
And it's also a harbinger of the season coming here on the Cape. You know what I mean?
That's right.
The summer season, the high season.
Yeah.
And, so it's really a great way to kick off, the last waning weeks of the winter.
It gives you, it lifts your spirit just a little bit. We need it because, down here on the Cape, the springs are difficult.
Yes. Look who we have here now, the Cape Cod Rugby Club.
Oh, wow. I saw them last year. It's pretty funny.
They were throwing the ball around a lot.
Yeah.
Really cool. And, you know, they date back to 2010. They started at a men's club, but then they added youth and women's teams in 2021. They're a fixture in rugby competitions all over New England for 15 years. Oh, look at them, look at them. They definitely are ready to hit the field. Do they call it the field or do they call it the pitch?
I can't understand that game.
Yeah.
I really don't. I've watched it a few times. I don't know what they're doing under that pile. And then they the ball comes out.
There it goes.
And they go get it and run with it.
You know, and they do say that this club is on the field and off the field. They do a lot of community service and good stuff. So good to them. Now we have the Aleppo Shriners.
The Shrine, oh yeah, they're a special group. And the Shriners do amazing things to help kids. They're unbelievable.
They raise
they're
money
really,
for the burn
they're really good people.
Hospital, and they really and they know how to have fun.
That's
the
right.
Shriners definitely know how to
you
have
have
fun
to be a
with their
good
little
person
cars.
to drive around in some of those silly-looking vehicles.
But they do it for a reason, to get attention to their cause, and it's really, really wonderful.
They sure do.
Hey,
so we're happy to have them
look
here.
Look at who we got here. We got Bob Rittenauer from the town of Yarmouth, the town administrator.
Yay!
He is the one that makes things happen here. He's unbelievable.
What a beautiful outpouring of community support. I mean, this is just amazing. Can you believe a week and a half ago, we were in the worst blizzard of a generation with over 2 feet of snow here on Cape Cod, and today we're in St. Patrick's Day.
It's summer.
And spring has sprung.
Not quite.
What a beautiful event this is.
It is, Bob, and your leadership through the last couple of weeks, and before that, you've done amazing things, but getting through this is not easy.
Yeah.
When you think of 8 days ago, we had thousands of customers with no
Still
power.
without power.
And
People
had no
trapped
power.
in their homes.
They were living in shelters.
Yeah, kudos
And here
to
we
you,
are. We got
to
them
the
going.
DPW, to the parade committee, because you pulled it off. And it's grand. Look at
It's
how
a
great it is.
24/7 operation, but when you see the community get together like this and celebrate, you know, it really shows it's worth all of the effort.
It is.
It really is.
So
thank you guys. It's like so wonderful to see you.
Well,
And
Happy
Bob,
St. Patrick's Day.
thank you for everything you do.
Take
See
care.
ya.
Do you think we have the fire department?
Yeah, they love the fire department. They love all the whistles and stuff. It's awesome.
I'm the
But
daughter of a
I'll
firefighter,
tell you,
so yes.
people don't realize the amount of activity there is for the fire departments. Especially with our population demographics, where a lot of them are like my age, like so.
Your
And we
age.
have
You're
issues.
not that old,
we
Jim,
have
okay?
issues, and we're always falling. Health issues. There's a lot of people who are alone, and they need assistance. They're
it's
caring
here
for a
for
loved
them.
one, and they run all the time, and can't appreciate them enough. And they have to be ready for everything. Never mind helping someone with an ailment, but a fire. Some of the high-story buildings. They got to know all these things. They stay ahead of things like the batteries in cars that
Yes.
now are causing fires. They can't
Yes.
put them up. It's amazing.
And the equipment. I mean,
Oh, my
look
God.
at these engines coming down the street.
Yeah,
And, you
yeah.
know, you're a small town, and but you have to be prepared. Although I think, is this an older one that's right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is an old one.
Just went by.
And when you look at
Kudos to the fire department.
yeah, they do amazing things, and it keeps
All right.
going.
Now we have going by us capabilities, the mission.
Capabilities.
Yes.
Yeah, right here.
Support individuals with disabilities, and we
Yeah.
have here
We have
from
some reps
capabilities.
from Capabilities, and how you have an amazing operation that you do, and how you help people. And tell us just
tell
a
us
quick
your
bit
name
how
and-
you doing.
My name's Kim McElroy, and I'm the CEO of Capabilities. Yes, we're excited. We have been on Cape Cod for almost 60 years supporting individuals with disabilities. And a special year is our Capabilities Farm is turning 20 years old this year.
Oh, great.
Lots of activities. Find us on social media if you're interested.
Yeah, well, we appreciate what
That's really
Capabilities
great.
does, how you're helping a lot of people that really need it. And I've had some of your tomatoes. They're unbelievable. They're like softballs. They're unbelievable. Keep it up. We appreciate you being here and taking care of people.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now you have to catch up to your group. That's awesome. All right, we have the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Cape and Islands going by. What a special program, you know?
I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. And going back in time, everybody knows in Yarmouth we lost Sean Gannon, who was a Yarmouth officer, was murdered. What nobody knew, the night before the wake, I got a call from Big Brothers.
Really?
And they said, hey, we just want to let you know that Sean's little brother is going to be okay for this weekend. We got him some money. And we were stunned. Nobody knew that Sean was a big brother.
Wow.
That is a
Quietly
special.
going about it.
So I get a little emotional saying that, but that's how special this group is. They are changing lives. My son is a big brother. My stepson is here somewhere. He is a big brother also. Powerful, powerful stuff. So anytime you
people
can, we
doing
got to
good
support
things.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Big brothers and big sisters.
Yeah.
You know, if you haven't checked them out, it's a great organization. It's well worth the investment of your time and donations.
That's right.
Always,
there's a lot there, you know, and they spend all their money wisely, and it's a great organization.
Well, right now we have the Dennis Yarmouth Intermediate School Band coming by. Are they on that float? Yes, it looks like they are.
They're there. Now, the intermediate school is kind of interesting because that's a relatively new school, about 3 years old maybe, and they combined with Dennis with that grade group, so they got one school, so it's from both Dennis and Yarmouth. So they have a band. It's nice to see that. Anytime we get kids involved, I mean, instead of doing the video games or whatever, this is great.
It is awesome.
Look at that. Look at those little leprechauns.
And you know what? I think the more activities your kids are involved in, the less trouble they can tend to get into.
Well, you just look at the kids on this float. If this wasn't going on, what would they be doing?
Right.
They'd be sitting at home,
watching
maybe
a
still
video
in bed.
Game, movie, or something like that. Not that those things are bad, but
no, but
not all day.
You know, it's getting outside, the fresh air, doing all
Let's
this
see if
stuff.
they'll play for us. Look at them.
Wow, that's quite a band.
It really
Holy
is.
smokes.
That's a very big band. I've seen some high school bands that aren't that big.
That's right.
That is really amazing.
The Mid-Capes had a great success in their bands over the years. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they're starting to play. We're seeing some of these little kids going and handing candy to others along the route. But you can see now in this shot, you can't really see, like, it is packed over a little
You
farther
can't say
down
just
the route.
further west of here.
Yeah, it's really packed.
And from here, if you're the start of the parade is about 3/4 of a mile down. And they block off the whole road, Route 28, Old Main Street, Long Pond Drive, and then they all kind of converge together. They get it set up pretty good, but it's pretty good. There's a lot of things going on here this year.
A lot of families here, a lot of people having fun on the parade route for sure. Now, I think these folks are from the May Institute. It is a nonprofit organization that is a national leader in the field of applied behavior analysis, serving autistic individuals and individuals with developmental disabilities, brain injury, and neurobehavioral disorders.
Yeah.
Important work out there.
It is important, and you know, sometimes you see what's happening across the world, but then you drill down and you see organizations like that that are helping people that could use just a little bit of help.
Yes.
And that's where so much of our focus should be on some other things outside of all the noise you hear.
Yeah.
There are people like this, and this is just one segment of the population, but there's others, but that's great.
And they're close to home, and 70 years old. The organization's 70 years old. All right, Yarmouth Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, here they go. They're a big player in this whole thing.
This is coming up to their big season, so yes.
Yeah. It's quite a thing because tourism is such a big deal on Cape Cod. It lends to a lot of different things. As a matter of fact, in Yarmouth at one time, they used to have the most motel room per capita. But that was back in the 70s. And things have changed a lot. The businesses have changed a lot, and the clientele that come down has changed, the demographics. So Chamber of Commerce is important to kind of keep ahead of that, let them know what's going on, the different types of things that take place. Like, for example, Yarmouth has 10 beautiful pickleball courts.
Whoa,
now,
you're very familiar with them, I understand.
Yes, I am. But if you said we're going to have 10 pickleball courts 15 years ago, you'd be like, what are you talking about? Right? But now 10 isn't enough. There's 10 up in Barnstable. It's such a, but that's what I'm talking about, to promote that.
Yes.
Chamber of Commerce could. I really believe that Cape Cod could be a mini mecca of pickleball in the right season, and I think that's something that we should be looking at to make it a reason to come here.
All right, I think we have Skate Cape. We were just seeing the ladies of that in Cape Cod Roller Derby. I think that is so great. They were founded in 2013. when a couple of roller skaters said, hey, we have a need for this. And now it's just blown up. It's just done really, really great things. And, you know, I see them roller skating backwards and say, there's no way I can do it. All right.
Yeah, I'm like, where did they do that? That's a quite maybe it's like street hockey. Here we go.
Barrows Waste Systems. Ooh, somebody's rocking.
Oh, he is unbelievable.
And do you know his name?
Yeah, that is.
Sorry,
escaping me right now, but
he's with Barrows.
He gives he's the life of the party on Cape Cod. He's Mr. Personality. He's absolutely incredible. I'll see if we can give us a shout out to us.
Yes. And Barrows is located in Harwich. You know, we were talking about how, you know, this isn't just a Yarmouth thing. It's, hey!
Happy St. Patty's Day, guys! JT Chronicles see that is a Barrows Waste. What? Woo! Like this. Playing my song. What's happening, guys?
Rockin' to Miley Cyrus. That is awesome. That was so good.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's around everywhere. He keeps everybody upbeat. He works up at the hospital. He's just really special.
Well, he's definitely got the crowd going.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. All right. That is a
Natural Resources.
Boat. Yarmouth Natural Resources.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot with, and a lot of the towns do shellfish propagation. Going out, there's a lot of boating. There's miles of coastline and rivers throughout the area. Because Yarmouth is kind of interesting because we got bodies of water on both sides of the Cape. Mm-hmm. You know, we have the north side over the mouth of Barnstable Harbor, and then on the south side we got Parkers River, Bass River, Lewis Bay, the Steamship Authority that goes out. All these types of things. So having some the ability to get there and respond in those types of boats, it's very important. All year long, by the way. Of course, you heard that we just recently had tragedy out of Provincetown where some fishermen got lost.
The folks from Cape Curb Appeal going by.
You know, it's kind of funny as we're standing here. I look across, I see the Boston Pipe and Drum. They've already gone down to the end of the parade back. They're heading over to Captain Parker's.
I was going to say, I think that they're headed for a pint over there at Captain Parker's. We want to say hello to South Coast Jeep Club. We got a lot of cool looking Jeeps coming by. What fun.
Jeeps have become such a big part of Cape Cod, and getting out on the beaches, and it's almost become like a cult thing now because everybody's into the Jeeps. You know, and they have a lot of fun, and even out Sandy Neck when they bring the Jeep.
Yes, and they are doing a very good job of decorating those Jeeps. You know, we want to take a second to thank our hosts here. The Lobster Boat Seafood Restaurant. They are just, you know, you can't get a sense of it, but we have just invaded their parking lot with all of our trucks and TV equipment and lights and cameras and stuff, and they've hosted for years, right?
They just let us here. But you know what's great? You go inside that place, you can see it. You can't really see it from our view, but it's a ship. You know, it's like you're sitting in the ship. It's beautiful. You can see just part of it, and you know, there's other parts of the restaurant, but it's really pretty cool. It's right on the water. Their food is fantastic. They're always helping with the community.
Yep.
It's
and
just
they open Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yeah, they'll be packed. It'll be, but they are good. They've been here forever.
There's the shot there. You can see it. It's a boat. It's really fantastic. But we do appreciate them, you know, allowing us to set up shop here. It's a great location. A lot of fun things in the area. So thank you, Lobster Boat.
Yeah, and you can see the name of their ship there is called the Angelique. So,
Angelique.
Yeah. More Jeeps. I'm telling you that it's a big deal. I'd venture to say that we have the most Jeeps per capita in Massachusetts on Cape Cod.
I think you're right. All right, Margaritaville Resort. Doesn't that just, make you think of warmer times?
It does.
Margarita in your hands and some chips and salsa.
It does. It's very strange. It's relatively new.
Yes.
They have palm trees out in front, up in Hyannis. It's like you drive by, you're like, wait a minute.
Palm trees?
Yeah. So they're all wrapped up right now. It's kind of really interesting. I actually was in there the other day talking to one of the event coordinators, and took me for a nice tour in there and inside. They got a beautiful. They have entertainment every night of the week right now.
That's fantastic.
It's all done over. They have a kids pool in there. Like I'd probably enjoy it myself, by the way, but I'm not sure they would let me in there.
You're a big kid, Frank.
Exactly.
A big kid.
And it's something that So it's a pretty nice place that they've done.
Well, I'm sure that they're looking forward to getting even more people once the season's getting close.
Yep.
Right around the corner.
Yep.
All right, Cranberry Landscape coming by, and we have Cavasso Disposal Corporation.
Cavasso, yeah.
You cannot overstate the importance of people who do these things. You know what I mean?
And people in Massachusetts don't really kind of get it. I was in Florida recently. I didn't realize they still use landfills in Florida. It's unbelievable, but here we've got a system that you don't really see that looks like they're doing a really good job on all like Cavasso and all the companies trying to separate, do the best they can, reuse certain things.
Recycling,
it's a big deal.
Definitely.
It's a big deal. So, yeah, they're all good.
Ooh, lobster roll cruises. This sounds like something you definitely need to do.
Have you ever been on the lobster roll cruise?
I have not.
Oh, yeah, that's out of Sassuat Harbor in Dennis. And they have a boat.
Yes.
You go on, they run a couple times a day. They take you out of the harbor. It's a nice scenic view of the Cape Cod Bay. And then during that time, you can have these beautiful lobster rolls. They're amongst the best on the Cape. And then, or if you don't like lobster rolls, that you can get some beef selection or whatever it might be. But it's really kind of a really nice thing, especially when it's sunset.
Oh, that sounds like the perfect quintessential Cape Cod thing to do.
Wow, look at this. That's a big group of people on a fire truck.
Yes. And they're having a great time from Orleans, Dennis.
Oh,
wait a minute. Lost Dog Pub.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'd never heard of the Orleans Dennis Fire Department. But Lost Dog Pub, yeah, they've been around a long time. They're very big supporters. That makes a little more sense why you have all those people on there. I'd be questioning whether there's actually water in those tanks or maybe something else.
I think you got that right.
Yeah.
They're having a grand old time.
Having a good old time.
Sending the candy to the crowds, the kids in the crowds.
But you see how simple that is? Like grown men up on top of a fire truck throwing out candy. Does it get any better than that?
Well, we have Michael's Arts and Crafts. If you are a crafty kind of person, you can always find something fun to do there.
Yeah.
Love the balloons, rainbow balloons.
I've occasionally gone into Michael's, I hate to admit. But,
come on.
But I'm not an arts and crafts guy, but I've gone in there, and the people are so helpful, like you get something framed or whatever. Yes. They do all that stuff. Like, wow, that's pretty good. Where else do you do stuff like that?
You can admit it, Chief. You can say proudly, I went into an arts and crafts store, and it doesn't take away from your masculinity.
No,
okay?
and I hate to say it, too, and I did pick up some colored Easter eggs in there.
There you go. All right. Okay. Well, we have the Veterans Outreach Center, Cape and Islands.
Yeah, again, a good example of the fabric of Cape Cod.
Yeah.
We have a lot of veterans, and they do a lot to help with getting them services, advocating for them. They're going to build a new VA center up at the base that's under construction right now, right next to the National Cemetery. And they're part of the advocacy that does that, and also help feed veterans, get them what they need. And, of course, they advocate for veterans on mental health issues as well, which is very, very important.
Yes.
It helps them know that they can get through certain things they're feeling, and we need them.
And it is really good now how it's an issue that's been brought to light and that's being addressed, but obviously there's still more work to do. All right, we have some fancy horses coming by. Woohoo!
Wow, that is really spectacular. I feel like I'm in Yellowstone. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that Rip?
Now this is the Horse Owners Club. Yes.
See, everybody's got a club.
Yes.
So, and that brings them out. They want to show off who they are, what they do. And that is pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
look at that.
dressed in St. Patrick's colors.
Ooh, that one
doing
looks
a
spunky.
little two-step.
Yeah, is that supposed to happen?
Four-step. Yeah, actually, that is a
kind of way of riding.
There is a style of horse, if I am remembering this correctly, and I'm not sure if but it's like a caballeros horse, and they move like that, and they're just amazing. I've seen them in other parades, and they are just amazing with how they can move
Pretty
like
impressive.
that. We have quite.
That guy riding a donkey? No. Seriously, look at.
Oh, yes, actually, that is a donkey, folks.
You thought I was crazy.
Yes. But we have just had such a great time. Yeah, I'm just trying to count up. That's like a dozen horses there. That's really amazing. Anyway, that is the end of our parade.
Oh my God, I'm sad. I was just beginning to have so much more
feel
fun.
Like we were
the
just
sun's starting to come out.
It really is.
Yeah, seriously.
See, you predicted it when you said it was a sunny day.
Yes.
It actually. The heavens heard you and said, yes, Frank, we will allow the sun to shine on here.
That's
but
okay.
we hope that you all enjoyed this parade. It has been such an honor and such a thrill to be helping you, bringing it into your homes
and
via technology.
And of course, a lot gets put on the town of Yarmouth for making sure everything's set. You hear the town administrator, the support they do. That actually, I think they put a lot of effort into doing this communication right here. So
really
Yarmouth,
is.
thank you very much for your efforts in this, and we hope to be back next year.
And a great job, getting the snow to disappear and the people to all come out, because we are ready for spring and we are ready for St. Patrick's Day. So on behalf of the town of Yarmouth, on behalf of all the people of Cape Cod, Frank and I would like to say happy St. Patrick's Day, and thanks for joining us.
Sláinte.
Sláinte.